People call it reality TV and stuff, but I think it's like a reality school. So people go through Big Brother's house, but they don't let Big Brother's house go through them. I didn't even think I would last that long on the show. That's the funny part. I was ready to leave that place from like 6 weeks. So me leaving then, I was like, oh, okay, on to the next. Like, I came here to have fun. I had fun. What's the next thing to do? Fate is a doctor. He's a multi-hyphenate. He does a lot of stuff. I paint, I'm an augmented reality creator. I do spoken word poetry. I also write poems. I think I have about 500 poems now, or 600, I'm not counting anymore. I have like close to 100 paintings. I've designed clothes, I've sold out stores. I've worked with some of the biggest brands on earth. I'm just Fate. I think my name is who I am. I believe I can do everything, so Fate is Fate. There was no motivation. That's the funny part. I was in the hospital one day and a friend of mine, her name was Dr. Sylvia, she looked at me and she was like, you look good on Big Brother. And she sent me like a WhatsApp link and the whole story started from there. That's literally the thing. I never like really thought about, oh, I want to go for Big Brother. That's how the story started. I was numb in the sense that I had mentally checked out. If you watch the show, you realize the week before that I packed my boxes. I was ready to leave. I didn't even think I would last that long on the show. That's the funny part. I was ready to leave that place from like 6 weeks. So me leaving then was like, oh, okay, on to the next. Like, I came here to have fun. I had fun. What's the next thing to do? I think what has happened. It was a blunder on my part. And I think something very important to note is that people can do whatever they want to do to you. People have a right to be whatever they want to be to you. But you own your reaction. You own how you respond to whatever people do to you. So in that altercation, sometimes I play back to it and I realize I could have just walked away. I could have literally just, okay, let me just go take a nap or something. And I've learned that now. Right? It's like, and I'm putting, I've put effort into that. I've put measures in place to ensure that, oh, whenever a situation like that comes up, if at all it does, that never repeats itself. Because I think it was a moment for me to grow as a person. I'm 25. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. And it's not an excuse, no. But I think it's an opportunity for me to reflect on my actions and grow and become a better person. It's a game, and they own the rule. I can't tell them what to do. I, went there as a participant, and whatever they think is the right thing to do is their option. My job was to go there, and most people went there for other things. I literally just went there to have fun, and I think I did, for most part. So whatever they wanted to do, whatever they wanted to achieve, whatever rule or law they had, that's their business. My job here is to have fun. And if they say, oh, it's time to pack up your stuff, I pack up my stuff and leave. So I can't tell them how to run their game. No. I think people have this thing where they put you in a box, and once they have this idea of you, they don't want to let go of it. Humans are amazing people. They're capable of so much. They're people that can stay underwater for hours, people that can swim for ages, people that can write pi from whatever, mathematics and things. Why would you think you can just do one thing? So in my life, my tenet or my philosophy of my life is I'm whatever I want to be. So yes, I am a doctor. I could wake up tomorrow and decide I want to go to space. Yes, there's effort to be put into it, but now I have to tell myself I work hard and do it. So that's the way I look at things. I feel like those people put me in a box and they didn't expect me to be any other thing, but that's not how life works. You may not believe it, but I'm actually a very compassionate person. A lot of the times when the housemates were sick or they had a problem, I was the one they came to first for first aid. And then I would even go and refer them to Big Brother. Oh, this has happened to this person. This is what I think we can do. And that meant a lot because it was like, oh, I can be here. And there was even a time Big Brother was like he called me a bunch of names, but then he was like our resident doctor. Yeah, because like I used to actually treat them in the house. So I never let that part of me go. Being a doctor, you need to be disciplined. You need to be, precise. You need to know how to make decisions. You need to know how to give people a reason for what you're doing because you're working with human lives. So I took some of those rules and I put it in the most of the things I was doing. Take wager task, for example. If they're given a task, why do we do things this way? How do we achieve the best outcome? And I think my record speaks for itself. So I didn't lose any wager tasks apart from the group one, and I got commended for that too. It's real, actually. I have the receipt for it. It's a real loan. I think people have a misconception on loans. You could be worth 100 million and still take a loan. You could be worth 1 billion and still take a loan. In fact, some of the richest people I know, billionaires, take loans. So I had just gotten back to Nigeria and a lot of my assets were tied in stock. And in that moment, I needed liquid cash. So something that happens is you might be worth 10 billion, but you have asset, not liquid cash. So I needed 5 million cash instantly to pay social media people, to buy, a couple things, so there was this thing that I didn't even know about that, but apparently you need to have like a foundational amount of money for votes. Like in the sense that, you need to pay IUC cards and all that stuff. You need to pay for people to vote for you. And if you're in the house, I didn't go in there with any backing. Nobody knew me. I didn't have any PR. I literally went in there with my friend. Fun fact, the person that was my manager ditched me in the second week. Literally ditched me. So, I kept on calling her name in the house. Like, this is my manager, this is my this. I didn't know this babe had ditched me. The person that is my manager now that you saw was the assistant that we were like, let's just put her on the team. And I'm so glad we made that option because imagine what would have happened if there was nobody to do this. Because my family were not in support of me coming on the show. I literally had to go to strangers to sort. The 5 million was very important to me because it's like, look, I took that 5 million and look what it turned into. So yeah, loans can do a lot for you. The day I came out of the house, my initial idea was to make that video and post it the next day. But then someone was like, come on, take a break, just rest for 1 week. I think the Big Brother house is a school. People call it reality TV and stuff. What I think it's like a reality school. So people go through Big Brother's house, but don't let Big Brother's house go through them. You have physical activity in the arena, creative abilities in wager tasks. You have social learning in people around the house. They're trying to teach you something. They're trying to show you a way you can live. If you actually do all these things and you imbibe them and you let these tenets flow through you, you will not come out of Big Brother the same. I went in there, a random doctor. I came out, bro, I didn't even know I had some of this. I didn't know I could creative direct. I didn't know I could, write things on the spot. I wrote 2 songs in that house that we performed in the wager. We did that. I didn't know I could do these things. And I only figured it out because I went to Big Brother's house. To most people, it's a reality TV show where things for fun and happen. No, but to me, it was a place where they killed Faith and they brought a better version of Faith out. And I'm grateful for that version of me that is out now. I don't give a damn. I don't care. That's the first. But the second thing is, people are entitled to their opinion. You have a right to your opinion. The problem comes when you have your own idea or you have your own way of thinking and then you now want to force it on other people. No. But if you think this is a certain way, fine. If you think this is not a certain, fine. So those things have never affected me because it's like, okay, so they think this. What am I supposed to do? I don't care. I'm not perfect. I make a lot of mistakes. I'm still growing. But at the same time, public opinion is public. That's the reason why it's called public opinion. It's public opinion, and they have a right to their public opinion. Why study something I'm good at? You go to school to learn something you're not good at. Picasso didn't go to school for art. Basquiat did not go to school for art. No, these people are phenomenal artists, life-changing artists. You go to school to learn what you don't know. And that's why I respect all of them in that house. Because it's like, in as much as we may not have had the most cordial relationship, I respect all of them. Because to be an artist, to be a whatever, anything in the art space, to be an entrepreneur, it takes dedication, it takes effort. That's my private life. That's my private life, so, that's left to me if I have or not. I can't decide that. I'm not the owner of the game. I don't own the game. It's like they own it. So you should ask them, not me. They did what they had to do. And, proud of her. She'll go very far. I have a lot of things. So, for example, I realized I could host in the house. I never even knew that. I could also creative direct. I realized I could write. So think writing a movie or directing a movie, directing music videos, shoot and stuff like that. Think design. I design stuff. I even design stuff in the house too. Maybe one day you hear me collaborate with a fashion house tomorrow, or maybe I'll be the creative director of a fashion house tomorrow. Think companies. I want to have a production company too. You have this crazy idea that nobody has been able to bring to life for you. I will look for the smartest people in this country and we'll figure it out for you. Because I think that's what that storytelling is about. So fashion, art, movies, everything, man. I'm a multidisciplinary person. Everything. Everything.